students. Okay, students, please. 1 minute more. I think we can wait on. Yeah. I think we can start. As I told you yesterday, we have to start now talking about one important part of our grammar. So that's why we have to start with this activity. And also you have a quiz when we finish talking about all of this grammar part about quantity. Yeah, let me show you. Okay, as you know, students, we are on unit number 4, right? Yesterday we have done this activity. Now, as you remember, focus on page 31, everybody now, right now, focus on page 31. We have done until exercise 4 yesterday, right? Now, let's continue. We have to start with the grammar. Okay, we have to start now with grammar, and it's important because you have to know everything about quantity. Okay, so that's why we have here the first part. Look at the expressions of quantity in A. Can you see this chart divided in 3 groups? Can you see A, B, and C? Right? Look at the expressions of quantity. Right here, we have many expressions of quantity. How much, how many, not many, not much, some, any, not any, no, a lot of, lots of, a few, a little. Okay, expressions of quantity. Which group go with plural countable nouns? Is the question. Which one do you think? We have you have 3 options. Okay, if you want to choose A, B, and C. Okay, look, for example, we have how much, not much in the first group. How much, not much, a little. What do you think? These groups, right? We are talking about, remember, the expressions of quantity, right? Para poder describir la cantidad, ¿no? Ah, no, mucho, poquito, solo un poco, algunos, ¿no? It's important. So that's why, here we have the question, everybody. Which group go with plural countable nouns? Which go with uncountables? And which go with both? Okay, let's start. What do you think? The first question. Which group go with plural countable noun? A, B, or C? What do you think? Or maybe if you have another answer, you can tell me.
B.
Okay, the first question, which group go with plural countable nouns? Excellent, very good. B, right? B, this group, how many, not many, a few, go with plural countable nouns. Okay, it's important, everybody. You have to memorize. I think maybe it's a little bit confused con lo contable e incontable. Aquí vamos a mencionar mucho esta palabra. Countable, contable. Incontable, uncountable. Okay, de repente suena un poco confuso. Countable, uncountable, right? Maybe similar, but you have to notice the difference. Very good. So that's why we have here the answer. Which group go with plural countable? Now B, the next. Which go with uncountables?
A.
A, very good. Here we have how much, not much, a little, right? The example, for example, is like when we talk about money, we have to use always much, right? If we are talking about money. The next and the last question, which go with both? Which go with both? C, very good. Some, any, not any, no, a lot of, lots of, right? Very good, students. Now, please, here we have find examples in the interview in exercise 3. Let's start with the first group. Okay, you have to mention the examples. Okay, look at the first group A. How much, not much, a little. Can you see in this conversation that we have done yesterday some examples? Maybe can you mention?
How much fish do you eat?
Yeah, very good. Continue, continue. Another example.
We eat a little white fish.
A little, very good. Yes. One more. One more, one more.
How much fish do you eat?
Okay, yeah, very good. What about the next group of students? Look at the group B. How many? Not many, a few. You have to find examples in this conversation 3. Come on.
Do you eat many vegetables?
Yeah, very good. Yes. Continue.
How many people eat?
Very good. Yes. Continue, continue. Not many. What is that?
How many people are in class?
Yeah. Okay. It's a good answer. Thank you. What about the next group? We have another words of quantity, right? Expressions of quantity. Some, any, not any, no, a lot of, lots of. Can you find examples in the conversation 3?
We don't eat any meat.
Yes, very negative. Come on, continue.
We love shellfish, so we eat a lot of prawns.
Yes, very good. Continue.
We eat some fish.
Okay, continue.
We eat lots of raw vegetables.
Yeah, very lots of, right? Yes, thank you. Thank you, students. Very good. Now, the next, number 2, much and many are not usually used in positive statements. Okay, here we have some rules. Okay, let's start with rules that you have to memorize. This is the first one, okay? You have to memorize, please. I repeat, much and many are not usually used in positive statements. Which is common to use in positive statements, students? Which expression of quantity do we use in our positive statements? Which?
Some?
Some. Excellent. Yes.
Some.
Some, very good. Some, only some, right? Because any, you know the rules in negative and in questions, so it's okay. So don't forget, yes, maybe these are new for you, that's why, okay? There are rules which are new for everybody, okay? That's why you have to read again, try to memorize, okay? When do we use them? Okay, here we have a question. Correct the statements. Okay, everybody. Here we have, there are many books in my bag. It's a positive sentence. That's why it's wrong, because look at the rule. Much and many are not usually used in positive statements. When do we use them? Correct them. How can you correct this statement, everybody? This.
There are some books in my bag.
Yeah, very good, because yes, we have to use some in positive statements of sentence. That's why there are some books in my bag. What about the next? There's much homework tonight. It's wrong again. Much and many are not usually used in positive statements. So tell me, what's the correct answer here?
There is some homework tonight.
Come on, there is. Repeat, please, there is.
There is some homework tonight.
Yeah, okay, yes, that's correct. Okay, what about the next one, number 3? Look at this sentence. Which is a request, please? Here you have 2 questions. You have to decide, okay, which is a request. The first, is there any orange juice? Is the first. Can I have some orange juice? Which is a request? Which one? The first or the second? A request.
The second.
The second, right? And also you have to remember the rule of sum that you have learned before. Also, we have the opportunity to use sum in questions, right? But in what kind of questions? In requests like this, right? Can I have some orange juice? Okay, entonces aquí también me arreglo de sum que ustedes ya conocían. Y que ya me imagino que lo conocen y dominan el sum. También están preguntas, sí, pero en una pregunta especial, right? Request. Right? Can I have some oranges? Okay, that's correct. And here, everybody, we have, there are some books, yeah, we can say it's okay. And also maybe another idea, how can we change? You have to hear many options. What would you like to use if you don't want to use some, for example? But what can you say? There are
a lot of books in my bag.
Yes, very good. Excellent. There are a lot of books in my bag. Okay, some because some maybe 3, 4, but if you use another expressions of quantity like this, a lot of is more than 3, right? So, entonces aquí también nos ayuda a ser como que más específicos. Son algunos, ¿no? A lot of, muchos, harto, ¿cierto? Entonces ya hay una diferencia. Okay, so it's okay too because we can use a lot of lots of in positive sentence. Please now, which of these sentence, can you see these 2? Which of them is countable? Which is countable? The first or the second?
The first.
Look at the nouns.
The
First, right? Because yes, we can count books. 1 book, 2 books, 3, right? Okay. What about homework? Maybe we can say, oh yeah, I have a homework. Okay, a homework in general. But we can count 1 homework, 2 homework, right? De repente en español, chicos, ahí ya entre la confusión. Pero a mí sí puedo decir en español, tengo 3 tareas, no de 3 materias, digamos, ¿no ven? Pero generalmente aquí es tomado como algo incontable. Tarea, listo. Sí, incontable. Okay, so are you ready? We have to start with the rules, everybody. Let's go to page 139. Unit 4. Everybody, open your books on page 138 or 39. 138 or maybe 139. Okay. We have to read all of these rules which are important. Expressions of quantity. Count and uncount nouns. Okay, también puede ser countable and non-countable nouns. Okay, but let's start with the first question here. What is a noun? What is a noun, right? When we talk about nouns, okay, siempre que ustedes vengan en inglés nouns, complete a sentence with the correct noun. Look at the nouns, okay, siempre está presente, ¿cierto? ¿Qué es pero nouns? Si lo vamos a traducir al español, sustantivo, right? But what is a noun? A noun could be a person, a place, a thing, right? Okay, so everything, ¿no? Puede ser una persona, un objeto, un lugar, ¿no? Depende. So that's why here we have to learn about count and uncount nouns. Rule number 1, it is important to understand the difference between count and uncount nouns. This is important and especially in English because we have to notice the difference. When do we have to say, oh, this is an count noun, and this is an uncount noun, okay? For example, Look at this chart divided into groups, count nouns and uncount nouns. Let's start with the first group, count nouns. A cap, a girl, an apple, an egg, a pound. Okay, so here we have examples that we can count. Can say 1 girl, 2 girls, 3 girls, right? An egg, 2 eggs, 3 eggs. Okay, so it's possible. But what about the next chart? We have uncount nouns. For example, water, sugar, milk, music, money. But why are they considered uncountable? Imagine, for example, sugar. Imagine the word sugar, right? It's difficult to count one by one, right? It's difficult. But there is maybe here something which is important if you want to say, I want a cup of sugar. It's different because can you see? Cup es una tacita. 1 cup, 2 cups. Podemos contar las tacitas, ¿no? Pero digamos que así sueltito, sugar. I want sugar. No, de repente queremos usar esa expresión y convertirlo en contable, podemos, pero tendríamos que estar así. A cup of sugar, a cup of water, a cup of milk. Ahí recién, una taza de leche, una taza de azúcar. Ahí recién ya sería contable, pero así sueltito no. Okay? So that's why we have examples. We can say 3 cups, 2 girls, 10 pounds. That's why this group is considered count nouns. Some examples, right? And we can count them. So we can say 1, 2, 1 cup, 2 cups, 3 cups, 4 cups. It's possible, right? And also we can't say 2 waters, 3 music, 1 music. So it's not possible. Okay? Si quieren usarlo sueltito, ¿no? De repente, ustedes se olvidan de la letra y dicen, quiero 2 azúcares, ¿no? Pero no sé, no están siendo específicos, 2 azúcares, ¿cómo? ¿No ven? Entonces, así no se puede. We cannot say 2 water, 3 music, 1 money, because you know, they are considered uncountable. Y como les daba el ejemplo, digamos que quieren decir una taza de leche. Ok, ahí es posible, y ahí es contable, right? Cup of milk. So that's why everybody, because here we have the difference, right? Uncountables. We cannot count them. That's why they're considered uncountable nouns. Let's go with the next rule. Count nouns can be singular or plural. Count, lo contable, all right? This cup is full, singular. The next, these cups are empty, right? So it could be singular or plural. The next uncount nouns, the next group, can only be singular, please. Okay, only singular. So that's why the water is cold. The weather was terrible. Okay, some examples. Let's continue. We have to talk about now much and many. We use much with much. Uncount nouns. When? When? In questions and negatives. Remember the rules of our any, some and any, right? You know, you have all of the rules about some and any. So here is the same. We use much with uncount nouns. We in questions and negatives. Okay? Similar like any. Let's read the examples. How much money have you got? There isn't much milk left, right? Okay, so some examples. When do we have to use much? Remember, with uncount nouns, in questions and negatives. It's not possible in positive sentence, right? Number 2, we use many with count nouns in questions and negative. Many, right? Look at here, we have the question and negative sentence. How many people were at the party? I didn't take many photos on holiday. So we use many with count nouns. So it's different, right? Much and many. In questions and negative. Both in questions and negative. Yeah, but look at here. Many with countable. Much with uncountable. Okay. Let's remember the next expressions of quantity, some and any. Some is used in positive sentence. For example, I like some sugar, right? It's very common to you. I wanted some both, right? Any is used in questions and negatives, right? You know that, everybody. So here we have some examples. Is there any sugar in this tea? Have you got any brothers and sisters? We don't have any washing up liquid. I didn't buy any apples, right? You know, that part is easy for you. The next, number 3. We use some in questions that are requests or offers. Yes, this is another rule that we have learned before, so you know, and here we have to remember again because it's important. We use some in questions that are requests or offers. Okay, for example, can I have some cake? Would you like some tea? Right? Cuando estamos ofreciendo, cuando estamos pidiendo algo, right? Ahí nomás, como que son preguntas específicas. The next rule, 4. The rules are the same for someone, anything, anybody, somewhere. Okay, here we have another expressions. Maybe some of them are very common, right? Someone, anything, anybody, somewhere. Here we have these examples. Right, you know the rules of some and any, right? So here we have someone. You have to use this someone in positive sentence, right? And also if it's maybe possible in another question like request or offer, yes, you can use again. So, right? You have to remember the rules. Entonces aquí aplica. Digamos, aquí tenemos, está empezando esta expresión con esta palabra someone, right? Alguien, right? Someone. Está empezando con someone. Entonces aplicamos las reglas que lleva el some. We have another example. Anything, anybody, right? Yes, we have to remember the rules of any. Porque igual estas que están empezando, estas palabras que están empezando con any, anything, anybody, igual van a llevar las reglas de any. In questions and names. Let's have a look at examples. I have got something for you, positive sentence, right? When do we use some in positive sentence? So here, I've got something for you, right? Hello, is anybody here? Oh, it's a question, so yes, I can use anybody because it's a question. Hello, is anybody here? The next, there isn't anywhere to go in my town, right? Negative sentence. Look at this word, starting with any, so, okay? You have to remember the rules of some and any. And that's it. Okay. Let's continue because we have more. A few and a little. Okay, this is maybe new for all of you. A few, un poquito, no casi como que tienen el mismo significado. Un poco. A few and a little. Let's read. Number 1. We use a few with count nouns. Okay, remember, we use a few with count nouns. Let's read an example. There are a few biscuits left, but not many. Right? So, estamos haciendo poquito, un poco, right? Pero aquí la regla, la clave va a estar cuando tiene que ser así, con lo contrario. The next rule, we use a little with uncount nouns. Okay, that's why I only have a little time. Un poquito de tiempo. Entonces va variando, ¿sí? No puedo decir a few times porque hablan del tiempo sin contar. Entonces, por eso es que memorizar las reglas físicas. I only have a little time. We use a little with uncount nouns. And finally, we have a lot and also lots of. This is easy. Let's read. Number 1, we use a lot or lots of with both count and uncount nouns. Oh, everything could be like this. It would be better, right? It would be fantastic, but no. Okay, we use a lot of with both count and uncount nouns. So it's not necessary to remember the rules if you want to use lots or a lot of. Let's read. There's a lot of butter. I've got lots of friends. Okay. The next rule, number 2, a lot and lots of can be used in questions and negatives. True. Okay, maybe this is a new rule because maybe, why not? Why do I have to use only questions and negatives? Let's read. Are there lots of tourists in your country? There isn't a lot of butter, but there's enough, right? So some rules that you have to learn. Ok, ahora también chicos, y como hemos visto en el anterior ejemplito, en la parte de gramática, al inicio estábamos usando también en nuestra oración afirmativa, entonces puede también estar dentro de la oración afirmativa. Ok, entonces no es una regla aquí estricta de que solo va a estar en preguntas y en oraciones negativas, no, también va a estar presente en oraciones afirmativas. Ok, es de a lot of o a lot of. Ok, are there a lot of tourists in your country? There isn't a lot of butter, but there's enough, right? Entonces aquí no hay problema. ¿Sí? Chicas, respecto a lot of, de repente aquí hay la duda. Pero ¿por qué no vamos a usar la oración afirmativa? También puede ser usado, ¿sí? No es una regla estricta. Lo demás sí tienen las reglas estrictas, así que no pueden cambiar. Y solamente lot of y lots, un poquito más sencillo, ¿sí? Any question until here, everybody? No? No questions? Are you ready for your quiz now? Let's start.
Miss, yo sí tengo. Miss,
Yes, tell me.
sí, era al principio. Más antes estaba explicando que en los de there are many books o there is much homework estaban mal porque no se pueden utilizar en oraciones positivas. ¿Hay alguna manera de utilizarlos de manera positiva con alguna otra palabra añadiéndole, pero que sea positivo?
Much y many?
Sí,
No. Por eso tenemos variedad, ¿no? O sea,
entonces
que
nunca los veremos, ¿no?
digamos que el
En
match
una
aquí
oración positiva.
nos está limitando. Digamos que el match nos está limitando, sí, porque ¿qué nos dice la regla del match? We use match with uncount nouns. Where? In questions and negatives, right? So it's not possible. No, por lo menos así sueltito el match no puede ir, ¿sí? Entonces, por eso es importante recordar las reglas. Ok, aquí me limita. Yo no puedo usar el match en una oración negativa, ¿sí? Además, tengo que recordarme que match trabaja con lo incontable, ¿cierto? Ahora, si yo quiero armar mi oración positiva, pues tengo otras opciones, right? We have another expression of quantity, for example, some, right? Think, oh, yeah, it's possible. You can use some in positive sentence and it's okay, right? No quiero decir que no sea, porque en un futuro tal vez vayan a ver algún ejemplito, pero no, generalmente una rara vez va a ser, ¿sí? Mientras estas son las reglitas, ¿ok?
Ok, mis gracias.
You're welcome. Now, everybody, let's start. Let me share the activity. Please try, do your best, okay? Because you have to win points. Okay? Oh, it's starting. Okay. You have to remember the rules in this activity. Oh, why is charge? Yeah, here we have it. You have 5 minutes for that exercise. Okay, let me share. Here you have the password, the code. And now I'm sending the link. Here you have, just in case, one more time, just in case. Yeah, you can start. Only 5 minutes, students, okay? Come on.
Ok, mis gracias.
You're welcome. Do it, please. Everybody, I want to receive 18 answers because I only have 18 students right now. I don't know what happened with the others. Do it. It's not difficult. Read please the examples and choose the best option.
Miss, ¿podría mostrar el código del juego, por favor?
Why, Christian? Why are you late
me-
today?
Me salí por accidente, Miss.
Okay, here you have. Undo it, please, because you have only 3 minutes left. 2 minutes left. Okay,
Okay.
you have to answer all of them. And I want to see who's the winner. Do it. It's okay, right, Christian?
Yes, Miss.
Yeah.